What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we have two new teaser images for Chapter 6 Season 1, the Hunters season, and in today's video we're going to be showcasing those teasers, talking about some things we can actually spot in the different images, and I feel the best way of starting it off here is not to actually show a little bit of like key art or like map teaser or whatever else, but instead show this wonderful art that Fortnite Japan posted on their Twitter account earlier today by Sabataba, which their Twitter ad, if you want to follow them, is Sabataba Saba, as you can see in the bottom left of the image on screen, and this showcases the new like Ninja Hope skin that's going to be in Chapter 6 Season 1 Battle Pass, with a lot of like samurai swords on the ground, you know, a lot of like cherry blossom designs going on in the background and whatever, but it's interesting to see this actually being posted in this nice little vertical image because it might be one of the upcoming loading screens we actually get for the new season, and it's nice to see that Fortnite Japan has been exclusively posting some different teasers from what normal Fortnite's posting in all the different regions like Brazil, you know, America, everywhere else, because it gives us a lot more to look forward to. But also on top of this, I want to talk about the gun that Hope is actually holding in this image. It is a gun that we haven't really seen before as far as I'm aware. It like looks odd. It's kind of like a mixture of like the combat assault rifle we had before with some other pieces on it. So maybe this is a new gun for the new season, but we kind of just have to wait and see. But I thought I'd go ahead and show this one first because, you know, it is a little bit of a quicker topic to show first, and it kind of gives you guys theorizing on what could the gun be. Is this a little bit of a POI on the map? Is this even going to be a loading screen? Or is this just going to be something that they're currently using for the normal, you know, just kind of Fortnite Japan hype up for the new season? On top of that, though, we also have this wonderful image, which you might be able to actually see in game whenever you launch it normally, that showcases a lot of stuff for this new season. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and, while we're recording this video, move the image around as we talk about stuff so that we're able, oh, I stretched it way too much, but so we're able to kind of look at stuff up close and point out specific things. So considering the fact that we're zoomed in right here, I think one thing we can mention as well is that exact same gun that I mentioned was in that kind of loading screen or just art that they showed previously is here once again with that Hope skin she's kind of holding and everything, and as Tate kind of mentioned before I unpaused the video, it might actually even be a customizable gun. I know we have ammo mods, or not ammo mods, but we have like weapon mods that you put on the guns already, but maybe they're doing something a little bit different with this gun in particular that makes it a little bit more customizable than the other ones in the past. In front, we kind of see this little like sword katana type thing that you might be able to actually use as an actual weapon. Unsure if it's a pickaxe.
Masamune blade.
Okay, Masamune blade. All right, thank you, Tate. But unsure if it's an actual pickaxe or if it's going to be an actual weapon in the game, but I think it could be a weapon considering we have actually in the past had them use like the kinetic blade and stuff as actual weapons in the game. But I mean, it would be cool to have that as a pickaxe either way, regardless of how they do it. We can see this over here, which definitely looks like a pickaxe for this skin, which is one of the new skins in the battle pass, as you can see right there. But if we look off to the side, we can start seeing a lot more interesting little details. We see this little like POI area that talks about Tanuki Twinkles right here, which might be just, you know, a nice little themed area on the map, but typically when it comes to these themed areas, they end up releasing skins later down the line relating to that theme. So maybe we end up seeing kind of like some more raccoon themed skins releasing in the game or whatever else later down the line, and considering the fact that this is kind of more of like a Japanese themed season, maybe we end up getting those little like lucky cats as an actual skin, you know, an actual skin version of those different characters. Now if we look right here, we can actually see the upcoming Brella reward that you're able to actually get from this season, which is the Samurai Brella. I forget what it's called actually. Do you remember, Tate, what it's called?
Shogun, I think.
Yeah, the Shogun Brella, yeah. So this is the Brella you'll be able to actually get by getting a win in normal battle royale. Now, if you get a ranked win, you'll get this umbrella as well, but in its ranked form where you can go through all the different ranks, so bronze, silver, gold, all the way up to unreal rank. And we have this giant turtle. Now, when I see this turtle, I think of the Pope turtle from Elden Ring, but apparently, according to leaks and rumors over on Twitter, this turtle will actually kind of like roam around the map during matches, so it's going to be living, it's going to make the map feel a lot more alive once again. And you know, it has like a whole entire island on top of it, so maybe there's going to be a few chests on it, so if you want to drop at a moving POI, that is something that you might be able to actually do. And I mean, imagine, it's like, hey, where you want to drop? Let's drop on the turtle. It's just something you could say, I guess. If we go up here as well, we can see a Der Sushi restaurant, so instead of Der Burger, now they're moving over to a new franchise opportunity of making sushi. Now, it is interesting to see this because considering the fact that we have Der Burger mascot skins, I obviously wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting a Der Sushi mascot skin later down the line as well. You can see some nice little POI details over there, you know, some of those little like cherry trees and everything, but if we look over on the right side, Godzilla. There's God. What else do I have to say? It's Godzilla, all right. I mean, like,
It's Godzilla!
it's Godzilla, yeah. So there's been leaks and rumors that Godzilla is actually going to be a skin you can play as, but it also appears that Godzilla is going to have a massive form as well as a boss on the island potentially. You know, maybe it's going to be for an event, maybe it's just a little boss that kind of shows up every once in a while, or maybe it's just made to make the art look cooler, right? But according to the leaks and rumors we have, it does appear like Godzilla will be available in skin form, so you will be able to use Godzilla in game and a whole entire party, a squad, whatever else you want to do. But there's also the chance that we could have a massive version of Godzilla on the island during everything else that's going on. We have another little like POI area with this interesting looking character and kind of just stone right there. Not much to really mention about that, but it does look cool. If we go down here towards like the bottom right area, you can see another one of those interesting little designs. Kind of reminds me of what happens to the trees and stuff over by Juice WRLD's POI in game right now. But of course, a lot of different POI little references and things to actually look at ahead of time. But what is more interesting to me is this little thing. I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those oil lamps or one of the little like rock lamp things, salt rock lamps, whatever you want to call them. It's just this white little square rectangular creature thing, just kind of sitting there with cute eyes. It reminds me of the like marshmallow that you were able to kind of like revive, and it would follow you around, give you some wood and stuff, and heal you back in like chapter 2 or chapter 3. That was only there for a limited amount of time. It was only like for one update or two, and this kind of reminds me of that, just how small it is. Maybe it'll actually be one of the sprites or spirits that we actually leaked before, and it could follow you around. Maybe it'll have some special ability or something, but it is interesting to see that right there when we also look at the back of this main character right here, who has another creature on his back right there as well. So it seems like this is our little first glimpse at those upcoming creatures in this season. But of course, I'll let that be in the comments down below for you to kind of theorize on. What do you think these creatures are going to do? Do you think they're going to have any special effects or anything? Or are they just kind of there for looks? I know some people see this on his back right here and are like, oh my god, they're bringing pets back. But let's be honest here, if they bring any type of pet back as an actual back bling that you have in the game, they're just going to label it as a back bling. I don't think they want to go through all the effort of setting up pets where you can pet them and everything else once again, because I just feel like it's easier for them to make them back bling, so don't expect pets to actually be returning in the cosmetic type of thing anytime soon. But of course, you know, a lot of crazy stuff going on with this nice key art, and it's very exciting to see the new season being right around the corner, especially seeing that we're getting stuff like Godzilla. This means that we're getting to a point in Fortnite where you can have Godzilla, you can have Omni-Man, Rick Sanchez, you could have Goku Black, you can have Juice WRLD, and they can all be in the same game together, and that is just something that's kind of wild. But that is also why Fortnite is continuing to stay relevant after all these years, because of the craziness that I actually do with the game itself. So if you enjoyed today's video where we kind of broke down all the stuff going on, consider subscribing to support the content I create. And Tate, I'm putting you on the spot once again like usual. Go ahead and end off the video. Say your final words.
Noodles.
All right, goodbye everyone. Peace out.